A bombshell has just dropped, folks. The Republican candidate for governor in North Carolina, who Donald Trump has strongly endorsed repeatedly, who Donald Trump said was better than Martin Luther King, has been exposed in a new CNN expose by K-File with revelations that Robinson would use this adult website to like transgender pornography. He would talk on these websites about peeping inside women's locker rooms and saying that he's the black KKK and other horrific things. Robinson denies these allegations. He claims that these posts, which are attached to an account in his name, are not his. Let me show you first what Donald Trump has said repeatedly about Robinson. Let's play the clip.
Mark Robinson, he's out there, he's fighting.
A very good man.
This is Martin Luther King on steroids. I think you're better than Martin Luther King. I think you are Martin Luther King times 2.
I think he's going to go down as one of the great leaders in our country. I've been with him a lot. I've gotten to know him, and he's outstanding. He's outstanding in presentation, but he's probably even more outstanding in heart. Somebody that we have to be very, very careful. We have to cherish. We have to cherish, Mark. He's a star. You have to cherish him. Amen. It's like a fine wine, because that's what you have. You have a fine wine. He's an outstanding person. I've gotten to know him so well and fairly quickly.
And again, North Carolina is a critical state. Most of the recent polling has Vice President Kamala Harris slightly ahead. Robinson, as I mentioned, is running for governor, and he basically got to that position because Donald Trump endorsed him over other Republican candidates who were significantly more electable than Robinson. Robinson is currently the lieutenant governor of North Carolina. He's expressed extreme anti-trans views. He's expressed extreme homophobic views, misogynistic views, and now we know this from the K-File report. Let's pull open the K-File report. Hat tip right here to Andrew Kaczynski and M. Steck at CNN for this investigative work. This is the type of stuff that CNN does very well. I'm a black Nazi. North Carolina GOP nominee for governor made dozens of disturbing comments on a porn forum. Mark Robinson, the controversial and socially conservative Republican nominee for governor of North Carolina, made a series of inflammatory comments on a porn website's message board more than a decade ago, in which he referred to himself as a black Nazi and expressed support for reinstating slavery. Despite a recent history of anti-transgender rhetoric, Robinson said he enjoyed watching transgender pornography, a review of archived messages in which he also referred to himself as a perv. He denies these comments. He's the current North Carolina lieutenant governor. They were made under a username that CNN was able to identify as Robinson by matching biographical details. Robinson's comments were gratuitously sexual and lewd in nature. They were made between 2008 and 2012 on a website called Nude Africa, a pornographic website that includes a message board. And the comments were made under the username MINISOLDR, Mini Soldier, a moniker Robinson has used frequently online. He listed his full name on his profile for Nude Africa, as well as his email address. CNN is reporting only a small portion of Robinson's comments on the website, given their graphic nature. And you see here how they were linked. Many of Robinson's comments on this website stand in contrast to his public stances. As I've described before, he's very anti-trans. I'll just give you a video. Here's the type of things that he's been saying. Here, play this clip.
Every word is, you can go to the doctor and get cut up. You can go down to the dress shop and get made up. You can go down there and get drugged up. But at the end of the day, you were just a drugged up, dressed up, made up, cut up man or woman. You ain't changed what God put in you, that DNA. You can't transcend God's creation. I don't care how hard you try.
The article goes on to say, privately under the username Mini Soldier On this website, Robinson graphically described his own sexual arousal as an adult from the memory of secretly peeping on women in public gym showers. As a 14-year-old, he recounted the story as a memory he said he still fantasized about. Quote, I came to a spot that was dead end but had two big vent covers over it. It just so happened it overlooked the showers. I sat there for about an hour and watched as several girls came in and showered, he wrote. CNN is not publishing the graphic details of Robinson's story. I went peeping again the next morning, but after that I went back. The ladder was locked. So those 2 times were the only times I got to do it. Ah, the memories. In other comments on the website, Robinson discussed his affinity for transgender pornography. Quote, I like to watch tranny on girl porn. That's effing hot. It takes the man out while leaving the man in, Robinson wrote, and yeah, I'm a perv too. In an interview with CNN on Thursday, Robinson repeatedly denied that he made these comments. Here is what Robinson had to say. Let's play it.
How do you explain all of the matching details on this profile? The profile on Nude Africa lists your full name as Mark Robinson. The email listed on the account is an email that you have used elsewhere on the internet, including with your photo. You have used that name, Mini Soldier, on multiple social media accounts, including Twitter, Pinterest, Black Planet, and YouTube. How can you deny, with all of these matching details, that this is you?
Look, I'm not going to get into the minutia of how somebody manufactured these salacious tabloid lies, but I can tell you this. There's been over $1 million spent on me through AI by a billionaire son who's bound and determined to destroy me. The things that people can do with the internet now is incredible. But what I can tell you is this. Again, these are not my words. This is simply tabloid trash being used as a distraction from the substantive issues that the people of this state are facing. We have addressed it. We have said it's not true. And we wish we could move on and get busy with the business of the people of the state.
Robinson has said that he is not going to be withdrawing from the race. He said there are a lot of people who are counting on him to win this race, and he will not be dropping out, at least as of this video. In case you were wondering what the process would be like if he did drop out, given that ballots are about to be mailed to people in North Carolina, well, the process is described as following. Under state law, if Robinson were to drop out and his name remained on the ballot, any votes cast for him would go to the person chosen by the state's executive committee. CBS 17 also learned Thursday that the lieutenant governor's office at the state legislative building has been cleared out. A spokesperson for Republican Senate leader Phil Berger's office said the lieutenant's governor's staff had been notified of this weeks ago. It should be noted as well that Donald Trump had repeatedly reposted these photos of Donald Trump everywhere with Robinson. But Donald Trump reposted an endorsement that Robinson made of him and said that how proud he is of Robinson running for governor in North Carolina. Again, this was Donald Trump's handpicked person. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, Donald Trump writes. We will not let North Carolina down. MAGA exclamation point, exclamation point. And again, he says we. Here's another clip of Robinson so you can see the type of views that he's held. Play the clip.
Transgenderism, homosexuality, any of that filth. And yes, I called it filth. And if you don't like it that I called it filth, come see me and I'll explain it to you.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has previously said that Mark Robinson is a man of high character. As she had previously posted this, Mark Robinson is a Second Amendment champion who will make North Carolina proud as the Tar Heels' next lieutenant governor. You have Don Jr. give a big endorsement of Mark Robinson, big endorsement. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor endorses Trump for president, and then a big endorsement back from Robinson of Donald Trump. And, you know, there you have it, folks. And I'll show you this, too. I mean, this is what Donald Trump said of Ghislaine Maxwell, who trafficked for Jeffrey Epstein, just so you can hear what Donald Trump, has repeatedly said about people like this. Play the clip.
Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, and a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. And I know you've talked in the past about Prince Andrew, and you've criticized Bill Clinton's behavior. I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well. whatever it is. I don't know the situation with Prince Andrew. Just don't know. Not aware of it.
And here's what Donald Trump, in his own words, said about inspecting the girls at beauty pageants. Here, play this clip.
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
like
everything is
doctor.
good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like
I'll go on and do a longer video of that, but that's what we have for now. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers together. Thanks for watching.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram at MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.